Welcome to Attack on Production, where we're presenting Attack on TCG. Today's episode, we're talking about Dragon Ball Super, the card game. And in this segment, we're using two decks, which are pretty much based off the new series, Colossal Warfare. We have one deck, which is the Red Baby, which is played by Jeff. And our second deck is the Green Piccolo Leader, which is played by Dark. Let's go ahead and flip it over to them right now and see how they're going.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Attack on TCG, where we're featuring a Dragon Ball Super match. We've got Baby versus Piccolo. We're pretty excited for this one. We haven't seen Baby in action yet. We're anticipating that this is going to be a pretty manipulative deck considering its go. The Piccolo deck is actually a budget deck that we've kind of thrown together. There's a couple of pieces that we want to get, but this seems to be the most consistent that we could get it for this point. So really what we're looking at for each deck, the Piccolo deck wants to open Planet Namek turn 1 to get its small engine moving. And the Baby deck wants to either open the ability to search or start setting up the Union plays. You'll see that 1-drop set up into a 4-drop if he can get it. It's a pretty powerful play from the beginning. So here we go. Looks like they're each doing a mulligan for 4 cards in their hand. It's pretty significant. So hopefully they got things they need out of it. Do start the game with 8 life points. And really interesting fact, the way that we choose who goes first. It's arbitrary. The rule books don't have a definitive way. What we like to do is pick up the decks in random spots, compare energy costs. The person who has the higher energy costs gets to pick whether they go first or second. There are some decks that naturally like to go first. There are some that naturally like to go second.
Okay. I am now one.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
Both got 1s.
1, 5.
You get to choose.
I will go first.
No draw for you.
No draw.
Namekian chooses to go first.
Let's see. So, what I'm going to do here is going to
So we are
throw that
teaching.
card across the table.
We are teaching Dark the game. He does seem to like it. It's a really enjoyable, intuitive game at this point. Oh, he opened the Planet Namek. So, doesn't give him much on his first, but it will set up power plays for him in the future as far as gaining access to the Namekian bond mechanic. Even if Baby starts clearing cards off the field, he'll still have the ability to move from this point forward.
It also costs some energy to do the effect.
So I can't use it. And that is my turn.
So he passes on to Jeff, who's playing
Draw for
Baby.
turn. We're going to. I don't want to do it, but I got to. Charge for energy. To 1-drop.
1-drop Trunks, really, really, really powerful card out of the new set. Enables self-awakening if he chooses to attack.
Going to attack with leader. Negates. No combos. Okay. Then I will declare attack with Trunks. Negates. Okay. I'm going to activate his effect. Take 1 from life. And then he has a critical. No combos. Oh, actually, I do have to combo just so he can do something. Whoopsie. Wow. That's a misplay, so I can't attack. Well, I can attack, he just isn't going to do anything, so. Hooray for you!
So that's 1.
No.
That's 2.
No damage to
Oh,
you.
it's no damage.
No damage.
Okay.
I misplayed.
Oh, okay. All right.
Your turn.
Okay.
So you have to
Draw
combo with it.
turn.
Huh?
You have to combo with it to get the critical.
No. I draw to get the critical.
But he gets 10,000 power when you do that.
Oh, so then yeah, you would lose a card. My bad. I thought I had to combo.
You
No,
get
critical.
critical, you lose it.
It
Oh,
discard.
it goes into the. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll put it down here.
My bad. So
No
we are kind of
worries.
learning still.
Yes.
Forget things. It's a newer card for me. I'm not 100% with his effect
It's
yet.
just one of those things, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to. Yes. That's going to 1 for my Namek feature. So I'm going to use Planet Namek, obviously.
Okay.
So he's now activating Planet Namex effect,
One.
which costs 1. He has to pitch 1. Then he gets to search the top 5 of his deck, pick a Namekian of 2 or less, 2 energy or less, and play it onto the field. The other cards get shuffled back into the deck. This is the real power. As long as you're grabbing a 2 energy. I believe he got Prina out of that. Prina is actually pretty awesome for self-awakening. If he has the resources to do it, he could put himself into a point where he could self-awaken this turn.
Right. Super shuffle real fast, because I'm not fast at shuffling regardless. And also going to Alright, I'm going to check this. That.
Very nice.
And then
So this Gohan is the equivalent of the Trunks that Jeff just played. These were 2 highly anticipated. They really changed the status of early games with their 1-drop self-awakening plus critical.
so then I'm going to attack your leader, taking life of mine.
No negates,
Yes.
no combos. So
No combos hit.
Ow.
Okay. And then I'm going to attack leader again.
Are you going to activate his effect?
Yes.
That you have to do it before you attack.
Oh, do I have to do that for attack? Okay. That's the thing I need to know. That's the thing I know. So I'm
For
going
his
to
effect, activate once per turn. Activate named.
Right. Gotcha.
You would grab cards from your life.
So what's in the room?
Yeah, he's the one that you can do up to 2 life.
I just thought I'd put one from your hand underneath. From what it says.
Oh yes, okay. He's the one under his hand.
Yeah,
okay,
in
cool.
my hand.
You're good.
Oh, so that's not the self-awakening?
No.
So it's Sunel that awakens.
Yes.
Got it.
So now it's the 2 life.
Nonetheless, still incredibly powerful.
Yep.
Highly aggressive.
Then I'm going to attack it there.
Okay, now he is.
Yeah.
So you're attacking the leader, and he has critical now, correct?
Yes.
Critical, and he's 20,000, I believe.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Attacking with leader.
End turn.
No.
Okay. Passing on turn.
Yep.
It's important to note at the end of the turn that Prina also loses that 10,000, so it leaves him susceptible to the baby engine.
So charging phase after I've drawn for turn. I'm now going to go ahead and don't really have a good option for energy here, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Actually, no, I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna do this. So I have to do my super combo again as energy. It really hurts, but it's the optimum play here. So I'm going to go ahead and tap 1 to drop the 1-drop baby.
So now he could potentially
I'm
start
going to go
getting
ahead and
his
activate his
off.
effect. I'm going to place the Digging Deep Vegeta, place underneath of him.
So now he gets to search his deck that shares a character name with the same card that he put under him. This Vegeta actually...
So,
Lovely spread we have out here, by the way. Just all the colors.
alright, so once he's played, if my leader is mutant, which he is, I get to draw. And he loses 20k. So he is now gone.
So now the Prina is now KO'd thanks to the effect of the baby, which kind of slows down the Namekian bond effect.
I'm now also going to play a 1-drop, or my 0-drop. Leader is a red mutant machine. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards. It loses 15 for the duration. He is now gone as well.
So this is what we were talking about. He just cleared without having to activate any skills or having to attack. That's pretty disgusting.
Okay, now we are going to attack with leader. Negates.
No.
Okay. I'm going to draw because of the attack. Okay.
Right, combo.
I have no combos. Okay. Top deck is the worst thing ever in the world. So I'm now going to tap an energy to play another baby, activate his effect, to place digging deep underneath.
So now he's activating another
Yeah, I
baby.
just top deck that
So the spam is starting now. He's cleared the field. Dark has no available energies to activate himself, though if he has sacrifice in his hand, he can save himself. But he can awaken at this point because he's now at 4 life.
I'm just waiting.
Sorry, it's taking me just a little bit. to
Oh,
get
you're
going.
fine. You have to look through it slowly. But
All right, so now his effect, I'm going to draw. Okay. I'm going to.
If I'm not mistaken, both of those Vegetas have double strike.
They both have double strike. Going to declare attack with my trunks.
okay.
Negates.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You have to lose a life.
So he does sacrifice.
Okay. So that attack has been negated.
Yep.
Good on that.
And I'm going to awaken.
Okay.
So now he's awakening. He gets to draw 2 off of his awaken. Based on that reaction.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that
Go ahead,
doesn't
Jake.
retap energy, does it? No.
No.
Oh yeah. I totally forgot about it.
Yeah. Going to attack with baby. Negates.
Yes.
Okay. Lose another life. All right. And then
So he's at 2. These babies have double strike, if I'm not mistaken.
they do. I'm going to go ahead and attack with yet another baby. Negates.
No.
No negates.
So his only option is to combo through
You're
this.
going to have to, but I'm going to go ahead and combo 1 to make him 25.
25. Okay. So I can. Mine's sitting at 15.
Yep.
So I can.
So he's got to get it up to 30, which means multiple resources.
So 25.
And I'm not sure if that's exactly correct. I'm going to try this, so bear with me. And it's. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Which I don't have that, so that's awesome. So I don't know if that. This doesn't actually add anything as far as I know, so I can't remember if that's.
It actually adds 10k, and you get to draw a card.
So take away one of the ones you comboed with before,
Yeah,
because that'll put you there. So now
It's
you're
literally
good.
the same one.
And you get to draw now. So that saved you.
Okay, so good save. And your turn, Bubba.
That was a very aggressive turn from Jeff with the babies.
Okay, so awesome. This is tough to grade. So just draw for turn. Let's see here. Anyway, let's read through this real bad. Okay, that's what I thought. That is not helpful at all. So I'm going to tap 1 for my naming feature. There. Goes there. 2, 3,
Looks like he didn't have much of a choice there.
His hand has been horrible to me, except for like the first part of it.
Now, bonus, cannot use my effects on that.
Right. That is the only bonus I've got out of that one. I'm just like, eek. So, what I'm going to do now is have it. I just thought I did once I looked a minute ago. We'll find out.
Left, he still has the bond effect on his leader, and maybe he can drop another Namekian from his hand. Just depends on what's there.
Take a look at the video real quick.
Yes. That one is one of those I'm still.
No, he doesn't get the bond unless there's 2 battle cards.
Yep. I know.
But maybe he can drop
But
another.
there's a
Namekian.
very strong possibility he can drop one.
I don't remember the effect on that leader. What is it?
It is. He gains critical if there are 2 Namekians on the field,
Oh,
which is super nice.
kind of hoping for some field control for him.
And then auto, when he attacks, he draws. Then he can choose one of his dynamics in the battle area and gains 5,000 power for the duration. So he can make this one a 20.
So, with that, I'm going to my leader attack your leader.
Okay.
Okay.
No negates.
And I'm pretty sure I have energy for this.
Okay. Special beam cannon.
Yes.
Is if your leader is Piccolo, which is gains 10,000, and then you choose up to 1 card in your opponent's hand and place it in the drop area. Ooh, super good. So here you go. Take a gander.
One amazing card there he can hit.
That is probably one of the better plays.
And now you get to draw on the attack.
Draw for your turn. That's nice. And as you can see, I have no combos, so I'll lose that. Oh, actually, he doesn't have crit, so I don't lose it.
Right.
No crit yet.
As far as I know, it's not one. Yeah. Okay. And no, actually, I'm just gonna attack this one. Use invisibility. To make it 20, correct? I'm gonna attack the leader.
Okay. 20. No negates. No combos. I'm at 4 life, so I am going to go ahead and super combo
Okay.
to protect myself and draw a card. Okay. Turn. Okay, cool. Draw for turn. I'm going to play that.
Loveliness of this hand is really getting.
He just opened real.
He did.
It
Nice
opens
for him, yeah.
super,
Well, like,
super meta.
honestly, if you could see my hand right now, you'd be shaking your head.
All right, and then he is a.
Like, this is
Okay,
not,
he's a retap.
This is not a good run for Piccolo deck.
Yeah, no, it was a really bad run. I am going to play Vow of Vengeance. So he is gone because it's not a skill; it's an extra card. So barrier
Yep.
does not protect. Let's go ahead and
He's a retap, right?
he is a retap. I'm going to waste it because there's not a super play there. Doesn't really matter too much for me. But now, when I attack, I can draw and then choose one of my battle cards and one of your battle cards, and then it loses 10,000 for the duration. So, I'm going to go ahead and attack the gates.
I am not thinking.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and tap an energy to play a combo card. Champa to give him double strike. His effect is going to proc onto my trunks. So my trunks is gone. You don't have any battle cards, so I can't hit you there. So he's going to be 25 with double strike.
25 with double strike, absolutely. So then I'm going to tap it here into the combo.
So it makes him 25. So he still needs to provide 5,000 more to survive the strike. So that survives one attack.
I'm then going to attack with baby. Negate.
Okay.
No combos.
No combos?
No combos.
What is it flat out?
He is 20k.
Okay. See if that was good. So we've got to survive, basically. So this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you have to go to 25 to get started.
I know, trust me. I know.
Damn.
Okay.
So the only way he can survive this is if that card in his hand is a super combo.
No negates. And the off chance that it is a super combo, I am going to go ahead and tap 2 energies for 10,000. Double strike does not stack on double strike, so I don't get quadrupled. But
Right.
it's 10,000, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw my other baby for another 10,000 to make him 40k.
Pretty sure you got me because I have no energy to use this.
And that's
But,
that game. I opened really well,
You
and
did.
you opened really
But
hard.
you know what? Like the good thing about it is, like I'm not salty about losing or nothing. It's like I said, it's one of those. I'm learning the game, and the more I know, the more I get my ass handed to me, and that's typically the part of the thing. I don't mind getting my ass handed to me.
We got to see the awesome spam and field control of Baby with its abilities, which was pretty awesome. I'm actually excited to run this against the Veggie Package, against Universe
sorry.
11 and other decks. Thanks, guys, for watching.
What a fantastic match we had just in. As you guys saw, Jeff pulled out 2 baby Vegetas, which pretty much won the game for him in the end. Unfortunately, Dark didn't have the pulls he needed, so he's only able to hang on as long as he could. But that's what we got so far for those 2 decks. And of course, guys, if you have any opinions of those or anything you'd like us to change, put them in the comments for us, and we'll go over that and hopefully make those changes for you guys as well and try to see how those work out in the future. Stay tuned for our next episode where I will take on Fluff. I'll be using the Legacy Goku deck versus his, and please bear with me, Haruta Guard deck. And as always, George Clinton, if you're watching, we love having you on the show.